During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover.
No, easy, hold on. Stop!
As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them. As America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how.
What the fuck?
By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
Buzz, what is up with Tarantino, man?
What?
What happened to him?
People say I got a real twisted sense of humor.
He looks like he should be on the back of a $10 bill.
Oh my God.
Royce Lopez.
I don't know what it is about him.
Hola, me llamo Royce.
Maybe I'm sick of hearing about him.
Yeah, I don't like hot ham.
Maybe it's his face. He's a punchable face.
You wouldn't download a pig, would you?
He's done nothing to me. He's probably a nice guy.
I don't care.
I don't know what it is about the guy.
Big Cranberry has been lying to you.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast.
He looks like he should be flying a kite with a fucking key on it.
Brendan says he hasn't been able to use the N-word for a while. That's the source of his youth.
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás? It's Revenge of the Sis. It's your boys.
Hi.
It's a nice hot Tuesday afternoon.
Yes.
And I almost melted coming here today. Hi, everybody.
I got one of those walking pads because it's too hot to walk outside now to get my steps. Like, literally, it's just too hot.
A walking pad? Is that like a pee pad?
It's like I pee on it, yeah.
Nice.
It makes a mess. Marie's not very happy about it.
I wouldn't be either. I would just pee in the toilet.
It's my house.
I guess. I mean, I guess so, man, when you put it that way.
Yeah, do whatever I want. Yeah, it is. It's tomorrow's show. Don't forget, is a Patreon and a locals only show. So if you haven't signed up yet, sign up. We got some signups yesterday. Thank you to all the people who signed up. We had a bunch of new signups this month. So thank you to everyone that signed up. We appreciate it. Lord knows we need it. Not a lot of live reads coming in, guys.
No,
people, not many.
Not
many. This is something that I thought was odd, okay? I never thought I would see Trump pull his foot off the accelerator with the Elon thing like this, because you know how Trump is, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not going to... What you're about to hear, don't think you're about to hear Trump be flowery, but we've watched Trump a long time. Here's what he said.
Are you going to get rid of the Tesla and the Starlink service that you have here at the White House?
No, I haven't heard that. I mean, I may move the Tesla around a little bit, but I don't think we'll be doing that with Starlink. It's a good service.
Where are you going to move it to? Move it around. What do you mean?
I have a lot of locations.
What a fucking ass.
I have a lot of locations.
So many locations, I don't know what to do with them all.
Did you ever see Elon Musk
That's Ducey.
get physical with the Treasury Secretary?
No.
There's a rumor.
Whoa.
And I tried to
They
have...
did have an argument, but I didn't see. I didn't see a lot of physicality there.
Did they get into a fist fight?
There was this New York Times report that he did not want to talk.
Also, can I point something out? This is from today. Trump woke up. Something good happened because Trump seems like he's in a good mood for Trump. Like he seems very chipper today.
Report that he did not want to talk about Elon Musk, that alleged that he, towards the end of his time in the White House, was blurring the lines between recreational use of drugs and medicinal. Do you think he ever had drugs here at the White House?
I really don't know. I don't think so. I hope not.
I don't know, but I do recall drugs being found in the White House, but not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Look, I wish him well. You understand. We had a good relationship, and I just wish him well. Very well, actually. Yeah.
That's the most. And by the way, for Trump, that's the most you get asked for someone pulling off the accelerator. I have so many locations.
God, man, yo, you guys, Callie, you guys have been real lame,
bro. These
This
LA
has been
riots,
such a lame riot.
No, but hold on. You know who's been involved in it? Let me throw a little throwback. Remember when Jodie Sweetin, this happened to her, Full House?
Oh yeah,
yeah. She's back out there protesting, trying to get another viral moment.
Okay,
that's
nice.
That's her thing. And it's here. Hold on. Let me. Here you go. Some good news.
And from local news to national news, President Donald.
Ma'am!
What is that haircut?
Ma'am! Okay, so now we're not going to even get to the story because of your fucking hair. Are you happy now? People complain because we don't ever play these stories about the news and we just focus on the reporters.
Yeah,
But
because
where
you have to come in here with your 1987 mall haircut.
Yeah, where did you get your haircut? If fucking one of those Sears photo places?
yeah,
You know,
for
glamour
real. Yeah,
shots?
glamour shots.
You got glamour shots? Nobody, you have, okay.
The only thing that's missing is this fucking outfit needs shoulder pads.
Has this woman doesn't have friends. You know, we talk about people that don't have friends. Nobody told her, hey, man, maybe don't have that haircut. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, what, did you step out of a fucking time machine?
Yeah,
lady?
iPlane says she looks like she's in Whitesnake.
Donald Trump is sending hundreds of Marines to Los Angeles amid protests against these immigration raids. And the president says he is open to the idea of arresting California Governor Gavin Newsom.
That'd be
ABC's
so
Perry
awesome. Let's go.
That would be rad.
Awesome is in Washington.
They don't. Newsom's angling to get arrested. He says, come and get me, big boy. Newsom wants to get arrested to use it as martyrdom so when he runs.
No, I know, but it would just be funny if we arrested him and put him in prison. He just went to federal prison.
10.
This morning, President Trump sending 700 Marines to Los Angeles amid the protests against immigration and customs enforcement. The Marines will support the nearly 1,700 National Guard troops already on the ground, some seen here protecting a courthouse.
The introduction of federal military personnel without direct...
Here's the thing. You can't just go arresting governors because can you imagine what it would be like if, like, other like opposing parties like started pressing charges against government officials to like make them not able to like run the country. Can you imagine if like somebody like some party did that? How crazy
Yeah,
that would be?
who in California is going to stop us?
No, nobody.
I'm not afraid they're going to come try that in Florida because the citizens will kill you. So,
Yeah, you're not going to take
It's the cigars that'll give you cancer.
direct coordination creates logistical challenges and risks confusion during critical incidents.
Oh, you mean Florida, where we're encouraged to hit these people with our cars if they get in the way? People,
they get paid a bounty.
Look, that people don't know that that's the name of that bill that we passed to be able to hit them. The bill was actually DeSantis coined it. The I-4's bad already bill. So we're not gonna. No, I-4's bad enough as it is. Bill is the full title, and we just look. We don't have time. We can't.
Our highways are such a fucking nightmare that when we have hurricanes, they just let you drive on the shoulder.
Not only that, and then they suspend the tolls, and sometimes when they're nice, they leave them off for like a month.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's awesome.
But yeah, we literally just acknowledge like, oh, our roads are not prepared for this. Just drive on the shoulder, folks. Whatever you got to do, get out of here. Drive on the grass.
Yeah, we don't care.
It's fine.
Most of you are in trucks anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
So,
Get out of here.
Y'all's highways are fucking packed, but like quality-wise, like y'all have legit like some of the like probably
they're so nice.
Want to know why?
Going from Georgia to Florida is such a difference.
Do you want to know why though?
It's immediate.
Do you want to know why though?
Why?
Disney, at least in Central Florida.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Disney keeps the highways, and not just like here, like not from fucking Tampa to Daytona. Basically, they kind of subsidize and give a lot of money because they want to make sure they make it as easy as possible. So much so that let me tell you,
impeccable.
Let me tell you how much sway Disney has. And there was this shopping center that was in just outside of Disney. They got this prime real estate spot where this guy bought all this land while Disney was building many years ago. I was a kid when they bought it, and it was called the Crossroads, and it was right off of the Disney exit, right? There was a bunch of businesses there, and I'm talking like Buffalo Wild Wings, like actual businesses, like fucking Sweet Tomatoes. There was like a really nice steakhouse. There was all this really nice stuff there. Disney was like,
nope.
The exit, it was there for 35 years. It's like, sorry, this exit here, we need more room. So they petitioned the government. This is before DeSantis even, by the way, and they said, we need an exit. So the government went in there and they paid the rent for every single business there for 3 years because they said that they gave them 3 years to move so they could take the land. They took the land to build a humongous off-ramp. Now, the real reason Disney did that is now there's 20 less restaurants that you can shop at just outside of Disney, and you got to go have a Disney, and now you got a direct highway right to it.
Brilliant.
Because they have that much money. Now, that being said, it's probably going to be a nice road.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, oh my God, it was beautiful.
Nice, yeah.
It's not a fucking pothole in Florida, dude. It's kind of wild.
No, hi, buddy.
I mean on the highways. I mean on the highways. We literally have potholes on our highways.
We didn't used to have, here's what happened by where we're at. We didn't used to have potholes for many years. But then everybody fucking moved here, and there's so many construction vans. The construction vehicles are the ones that are fucking up our roads, dude. They're ripping them up.
City have been peaceful. He says those who engage in violence.
Yeah, good luck.
Will be
Did you see the guy grabbing the fucking barrel of the cop's gun? Oh, it was a quick Twitter clip I saw. But this one guy walked up, grabbed the barrel of the gun, and the fucking SWAT guy went, "Bow!" right in his face, and the guy just went down.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that, sir. Don't do that.
LA Mayor Karen Bass says the federal government's response is contributing to the chaos.
It makes me feel like our city is actually a test case. A test case.
It is.
It has been for like 30 years, man.
It's a test case for unfettered socialism and communism is what it is.
Also,
it's a test case.
You're failing the test.
Yeah.
For what happens when the federal government moves in and takes the authority away from...
Sounds good. Then you don't need federal funds anymore, right? Because you guys keep telling me you're the breadbasket of America, so what do you need us for?
Yeah, every time there's a fire, you're like, when are the feds going to step in?
Come and help us.
The state?
You guys run that place so bad, Trump literally had to go turn the water on for you because you wouldn't do it because you're like some stupid fish.
Yeah, the federal government isn't taking any authority away from the state. They're doing what their literal federal government job. They always had this authority, Karen. They always had this authority.
Yeah, also, I get that you're like, states' rights and all, right? But it's federal property is getting attacked.
I love that. Now, all of a sudden, whenever the federal government's not helping them, all of a sudden these fucking people turn into Ron Paul. They all turn into states' rights advocates.
Oh, yeah.
They all become fucking libertarians now. Now you guys are libertarians, huh? Now the federal government's too much? You know what the shittiest part is here, too? The most annoying part, if I lived there, like how furious I would be, because it's even in Florida, right? Florida, this shit wouldn't happen in Florida.
No.
You wouldn't have to bring the National Guard. Don't even worry about it. I promise you that. Okay? But what would happen? But here's, we don't even pay income tax over there. You're paying state tax, income tax, city tax, gas tax, this tax. So you're paying them all this money, and then the police aren't doing their jobs because you don't want to go to jail forever because they punched a black guy that was raping a woman. You saw them robbing the sushi place?
No.
Yeah, they robbed this like Japanese-owned sushi place, and they ripped the cash register out and just threw it on the floor and took all the money.
I did watch live last night a jewelry store, like a pawn shop, get robbed, and then somebody had spilled a bunch of jewelry on the fucking sidewalk, and everybody was just scattering, grabbing stuff, and running. I was like, it's chaos.
Here's the thing, though. We're going to get a song about this riot like we did, but it's going to be Sublime with Rome because it's gay.
I like that, though.
So what do you think?
It's still appropriate.
Yeah.
Local government.
It comes as peaceful demonstrations against...
Peaceful demonstrations, guys.
June 2025.
ICE are spreading to other major cities nationwide, including Atlanta.
Yeah, we're going to be protesting in front of the Dilation Station and the Needle Exchange Program.
Chicago and New York.
We are not criminals.
Yes, you are, though.
Yeah, you are.
You sound like a criminal.
Criminals.
California Governor Gavin Newsom now in a war of words with President Trump after Trump...
Hey, guys, let's dress up like terrorists and yell at the government.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What are we doing? Everything's so fucking weird.
It is weird when you go to like fight feds and you're wearing the Haji scarf. It's not a good look.
Corey Fox in the chat says Rome is not gay. Have you heard him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super gay. He's super
California
gay.
Governor Gavin
Sublime with
Newsom-
Rome is almost as gay as Pantera with Zach.
Pantera with Rome.
Pantera, or how about Sublime with Zach?
Sublime with Zach would be great. Honestly,
Zach Wild with Sublime would be awesome.
Can you imagine what that would sound like?
Constantly?
So great.
Zach Wild doing his gay Ozzy
I don't remember
impression.
Santeria having a 40-minute solo. What was that about?
Ah, dude.
To other major cities nationwide, including Atlanta, Chicago, and New York.
We are not criminals.
California Governor Gavin Newsom now in a war of words with President Trump after Trump expressed support of arresting Newsom.
Gavin Newsom zooming in from the French Laundry.
Karen Travers with the president.
Hey, Royce, I sent you my favorite photo of a protester, and I want you to... I want him to make it obvious. Hey, Royce, what do you notice?
Hold on, let me go jump to present here, because I... Oh, God, that's fucking hilarious. Okay, hold on.
See if Mersh, do you see it?
Can you see what's
Ignore the circle.
It's an ankle monitor.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's an ankle monitor.
Oh, that's funny.
We're not criminals.
You're literally criminals.
An ankle monitor.
He committed that would warrant his arrest. What crime has Governor Newsom committed?
Well, frankly, he is gay. We're not sure if that's a crime yet, but he is gay.
It's still a crime like in Alabama, so
Yeah.
they're going to prosecute him there?
The crime has he committed?
Yeah, to warrant his arrest, as you had
I think his
suggested earlier.
primary crime is running for governor because he's done such a bad job.
Newsom.
Burn! That's not a real answer,
It's
though.
not really-
Can
yeah.
you tell me, though? I mean, that's a good burn, though. It's a good burn.
Challenging Trump on a podcast.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I told.
Does everything have to happen on a pod now?
Yeah.
In 2025?
Yeah. I need Theo Vaughn's take, or I'm not voting.
Just get it over with. Arrest me. Move on.
California has sued the Trump administration. They are trying to stop the deployment of National Guard troops and Marines. The mayor said...
Why would you... Okay, hold on a second. You want federal money, but you don't want federal help? What are you doing? And honestly, they really seem like nice people, dude. They just want to be here, and they're not mean. They're just like this guy.
Fucking bitch! No, this guy's a fucking. He's a fucking white nationalist. Fuck this guy. You're not a fucking bitch.
Don't touch the camera.
Fucking bitch. I know.
Yeah, there's a lot of white nationalists living in California.
In L.A. specifically.
They live in the valley.
These people are fucking delusional, dude. They think they think that like Nazis and the KKK are like actually a fucking thing, dude.
Is that Vito behind them?
No, this is if it was Vito, fucking it couldn't be Vito because this is actual content we're filming.
Yeah, no, there's actual stuff going on. Vito wouldn't be here.
Get the fuck out of here. I know you fucking do. You fucking white nationalist motherfucker.
White nationalist?
Motherfucker.
You are, you fucking Republican bitch.
Bro, you don't need to put. This is one of them. They're gonna get it.
I don't give a fuck. I'm a fucking country.
Republicans are literal white nationalists,
What
bro.
do I do? You know what the fuck you do?
So far gone as a nation. There's no fixing this divide, dude.
He's wearing a Goodfellas shirt.
Antagonize people. Oh,
You're wearing a good
fuck you,
bro.
fucking bitch.
Bro.
What's up?
Let's shut up, you fucking Mexican. By the way, here's something else I want to point out. Outside of boxers, your everyday Mexican can't fight. Because I've seen them be drunk at bars and fight. They're not good fighters.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
What is
Just
with
like
that? Where like Hispanics like inherited that black guy thing where they think they can whoop every white person's ass.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I don't understand where they got that from, dude.
Get the
It's
fuck
not.
out.
You're not black.
Here,
Calm down.
Yeah, so do we, motherfucker.
Okay, I'm not.
So why the cops here? You're a fucking cop. That's what you
I'm not
fucking
the
are.
cop.
Yeah, you are. You fucking asshole.
Now he's a narc? He's a narcotics officer?
Nice.
You want to fucking steal that shit? You want to fuck
Get out of here, bro.
Hey, you're so brave. Why don't you take your mask off? No, seriously, Holmes. Shut the fuck out of here. You're like a third generation fucking Mexican, dude. Shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I don't want to hear motherfuckers that got a PS3 on their 15th birthday to fucking pretend like they came here like fucking man. Bro, you have an Xbox gamer account. Shut the fuck up. No, seriously. You're wearing an Adidas jacket, a Goodfellas shirt, and you live in America. You're for pretend. We deserve to be here, bro. You were born in Santa Monica. Shut the fuck. This guy, I'm telling you because I know them. This isn't an immigrant. This isn't an illegal. This is a third-generation Mexican dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Now, it's very possible someone in his family's illegal. Sure, maybe a father, maybe grandfather. I'm positive. But shut up. You're a fucking nerd. You're a weeb, dude. You're going to go back home and watch One Piece on Netflix. You're not tough. Shut the fuck up, okay? You have a TikTok account. Shut up.
You have Nintendo Plus so that you can play N64 games.
Yeah,
natively.
bro, you waited in line for bro, you waited in line for a Switch 2. You're not an Aztec warrior, okay? You're wearing Yeezys.
This is really
He's wearing Yeezys and unironically calling this guy a white nationalist. That's where we are.
I don't know, man. You didn't see how hard he shoved that kid to get that pack of Pokemon cards at that Target.
No, seriously. You guys are pretending like you're some. This culture's consumed you. Don't fucking sit here and be like, yo, you're wearing a North Face hat, you motherfucker. That's for white people when they go mountain climbing. Oh God, you're so stupid.
Your first girlfriend's name was Monica.
Yeah. Fucking seriously, dude. Seriously, you were on the school's lacrosse team. Shut up.
The funniest thing is, I don't know. There's definitely not, like you pointed out.
Fake
There's
ass
not one
Mexican ass. Fuck. Shut up.
There's not one actual illegal alien at these things because they're too scared right now.
No.
It's all literally American spoiled kids.
All the illegal aliens are at their jobs.
Yeah.
Or
hiding at or hiding from their jobs.
Or hiding from their jobs. Yeah. This seriously, someone in the DJ. It's just a typical Raiders fan. That's what he is. Fucking typical Raiders fan. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the
Gary
fuck
Maricano
up,
said
dude.
he was at the Minecraft movie 3 weeks ago.
Bro, I will slap the horchata taste out of your fucking mouth, bro. Shut up. You're not a tough guy. Stop acting like one. I'm not either, but I don't pretend to be one. I'm not out there like, yo, Holmes, I'll fuck you up. I don't care.
What? I'm fucking cornered, you little bitch.
That tamarind
Are you
candy in your
scared?
pocket doesn't mean you can beat my ass. Calm down, bud.
You're a little fucking bitch. I fucking see you on fucking line. Always fucking antagonizing. Right.
Yeah, he's the by the way, I want to point out,
screaming.
He's the one antagonizing people.
Being fucking ideology, motherfucker.
He said ideology, motherfucker, is what he just said.
This is our fucking land, you fucking bitch.
It's not.
It's
though.
not your land.
You don't even
land.
You don't even own a house.
You don't own property.
You see
Even,
what
by the way,
was?
even if this was Mexico, it wouldn't be your land because you wouldn't own property there either.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. See, we had troops outside of Mexico City, and we're about to burn your fucking nation to the ground. And then we had the good graces to give you $15 million in 1863, and then fucking give citizenship to all you fucking beaners.
No. But that's, and by the way, you're allowed to say it because I'm a beaner. But what I will say is this. The other thing is like, yeah, by the way, yeah, then we had the courtesy to have because our Jello brain president decided to give 2.5 million of you citizenship. That way you could fucking sit here and like you said, go play. When you finish this, go to your Magic the Gathering thing. You fat titty bitch. You stupid fucking Mexican. I bet your mom looks like Consuela, you dumb. These fuckers, everybody who's Mexican thinks they're a fighter now. They think they're MS-13. You're not.
What's up, fool?
Real MS-13 would kill you.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Dude, I have every right to be here. I don't give a fuck not today. I'm the fucking police. I'm telling you not to be here, motherfucker.
No, the police are right there.
The real police are there.
Right
They're the things with the sirens.
So you're.
I want to be here.
So you're impersonating a police officer?
Get out of my way. Towards the cops, you fucking faggot. Get out of.
Whoa, hey, you can't say that on YouTube.
You little fucking asshole. I know you are, you fucking right wing.
Bro, if you're by the way, it's something else. The dudes after it passes 60 seconds, dude that talks like this, that if they haven't hit you yet, they're not gonna hit you. They won't hit you. They would have done it already.
Mm-hmm.
They would have done it already.
Motherfucker. You're a little fucking bitch.
I have every right to be here just like you.
Well, I'm gonna be right next to you the whole fucking time.
Sounds good. I've always wanted a Mexican slave. Sounds fucking awesome. Yeah, you can follow me. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. You can follow me. I'll pick a couple more of you up, and you can help me build a gazebo in my backyard. How's that sound?
Yeah, dude.
Fucking. Oh no, that's right. You're not one of the hard-working Mexicans, okay? You work at Chipotle.
Okay.
Sorry, you were fired from Chipotle.
Do it. That guy's mad at me for being here. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to show what's going on here.
I'm your personal bodyguard now, motherfucker.
Again, that sounds great.
Thank you.
Fucking little bitch.
I didn't do anything to you, sir.
He's so short too. He's got like fucking manlet syndrome.
Yeah, it's.
I love
wonder
it.
if there's more of it. I would love to see more of this.
God, I love making fun of short men. It is hilarious.
It's just like, shut up. You're not tough, dude. Okay. Well, listen, they want to be here, so obviously let's give them a chance. They're hardworking like this.
Earlier, we were at the Apple store. We were at the Adidas store. Both of them looted. The glass shattered. A lot of things stolen.
Shocked.
And they're big
Shocked.
companies. They'll take a hit. But it is the small, the mom and pop.
By the way, I want to point something out. Thank you for, you're right, the mom and pops really companies get hurt. But I love the mentality that even the news has. Like, look, Apple can deal with it. Listen, and they can. But that's not the point. It's what it does to the entire community when people start robbing places, you know? And not robbing it like, hiding an HDMI cord under dog food, okay? We're talking about breaking windows.
Businesses that have also been
Yeah, Virgie, you've done it. Shut up.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
looted that are heartbreaking. Joining me now live.
He's laughing like we're the only ones that have done that in our lives. Fuck out of here.
Nimat, his daughter Sheila, they've been in the jewelry business, Nathan's Jewelers, since 1987 here on South Hill. And we're going to show you the shattered glass in just a moment. Nimat, I mean, you have
Clearly, this white supremacist deserved this business to be taken down. He doesn't speak English.
tears in your eyes of what they've done to your...
Yeah.
Guys, great job.
My name is Jeff.
Big Channing Tatum fan.
business.
What they done to my business? I don't know. I have to go
What they
inside
did
see
to
what's
the
going on.
business?
Is that Roland?
He sounds like a cartoon Mexican.
Sounds like Roland from No Pin Anthony, right?
I sitting in the middle of a business. The lucky people come and they break the window. They take my money.
You know what
and
he
they
like?
He
Fucking
sounds like Speed.
No. Slowpoke Rodriguez.
No,
I was about to say he
Slowpoke
sounds
a
like
little bit.
Speedy Gonzalez's friend.
But he's got that. He got that twirly rolling thing. Like, I like to get good barbecue. You go to New York City.
He sounds like fucking Latka. Andy Kaufman from Taxi.
Oh God, he does.
Okay, let's hear him out. Let's hear him out, guys. Come on.
How?
I'm gonna try. You know what? Let's play a game. This isn't on fuck. Oh, damn it! I thought it was on YouTube. I would have turned closed captions. Wait, Can I do it here? I might. No.
Downtown stores vandalized and looted, and it's on Fox. I'll try to find the.
You were telling me that why take out whatever issues people have on you, a small business owner.
Not only me. There's a lot of people. There is so many people.
He looking like a man. I'm also hearing a little bit of that.
How does
A
this
little
affect
bit,
you?
yeah.
It's Mr. Swan.
Very bad.
Mr. Swan.
This is the brown face of white supremacy.
There is 1 week is a riot and.
Okay, thank you, sir. We're gonna move on.
No, never. I do not want to stop.
I'm pro rioter now.
People have.
All right, back to you, John. Okay, now we're going over to Miami, where there has been an outbreak of youth that have been terrorizing the streets. We have a bystander. Yes, I'm in Miami now. It was.
All right, let's go back to.
Well, okay, I found the YouTube version, and the fucking captions don't even try for some sentences.
Here, give me. Send it to me. Give it to me.
I just sent it to you. It's really funny.
All right,
This dude rules.
Let's keep going. Let's go back to Shy Ronaldo.
Thieves are exploiting the state of unrest to vandalize and loot.
Yes, I don't know. I have to go inside see what's going on. I don't know what they done to business.
Right, but you were telling me that why take out whatever issues people have on you, a small business owner.
Not only me, there's a lot of people. There is so many people.
How does this affect you?
Very bad. It's 1 week is a riot, and people of the transgender or other things.
Are you
and
drunk?
They close the business, and nobody.
Have you ever had a dream that you'd had someone that you'd?
Yeah,
Nobody
that's
can
what it
come
sounds like.
inside. Another day, something else. Another day, something else.
Oh, people that transgender things, other things. Okay, so.
Why they don't? Why they bring them to downtown? Why these people come to downtown? They go to somewhere out of the city limits and they scream at what they want to do. Why they come here?
And why did they affect
Well,
us?
because that's where all the businesses are to loot.
Small business owner Sheila, your dad worked so hard, and
If Sheila speaks perfect English and we wasted that much time on that dude, I'm going to be very angry.
he was telling me, and he had tears in his eyes earlier, that, you know, the store now, you still have to see the damage done inside. This is a jewelry mart. And we also have video of other stores that were looted overnight. There were reports, Sheila,
Why,
of
yes,
up to
it was
100
quite
looters
terrible,
at a
actually.
time
She has a worse voice than him.
at a jewelry business.
Crazy. Very crazy, very sad, very terrible.
And your dad works really hard. I'm sure you work really hard, too. This is a small family-owned business, and there's no insurance.
No.
Well, that doesn't seem like a very smart business model.
Why don't you have insurance for a
You
jewelry
should have
store?
insurance.
How is this going to affect your family?
Probably bad.
Really bad. Really bad.
Okay, I nailed it.
People are stupid. People are stupid. What can you do?
And why
Deploy the Marines.
target you? You have nothing to do with any of this.
I know. I know.
Maybe they... Hold on, hear me out. Maybe they were feeding those Adidas to their hungry children.
It could be. I
Maybe
mean,
their children eat
a
shoes.
delicious shoe
A
leather.
delicious shoe leather.
And why target you? You have nothing to do with any of this.
I know. I know. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, Sheila. I'm sorry, Nimat. I hope the damage isn't too bad inside.
We live in San Bernardino. Chino Hills. It's far away to come in here. And we are scared to drive the car comes in here. They damage
Yeah,
the
can we
car.
go back to the ugly lady? Because I could understand her.
What a weird guy. I mean, I feel bad, obviously, for him, but how do you not have insurance and have a jewelry store, though? You know what I mean?
Oh, because it's illegal? Because it's an illegal jewelry store?
Dude, you saw they were throwing fucking rocks over the fucking...
Oh, yeah, this was crazy. I was watching this live.
Hey, you know, if this is like a real city, that would be attempted murder, right? That is attempted murder.
Yeah, they just put some high school kids away for this.
Yeah.
Yo.
I bet a bunch of you guys weren't on Tom Homan's list before, but now you are.
Again, why do you... By the way, did you see that the whole thing that started this, the ICE detention centers, Tom Homan came out? He was on MSNBC, so it wasn't even like it was on Fox. And he says, what was this detention center thing that you came... Why did you go there? And he was like, we weren't just random... He goes, we weren't going there to randomly deport people. They had an ICE warrant for money laundering that they were executing. So they weren't deporting Home Depot workers. They had a warrant for money laundering. So, obviously illegals. They were doing money laundering, and they had a warrant.
Unbelievable, dude.
I know. And they burnt the city down. That's hilarious.
I recently.
Somebody in the YouTube chat says Royce wants Plantar to scan his anus wrinkles. No, why? What I do is I already leave my anus wrinkles everywhere, so you know it's me. It's my calling card. I'm like a very stinky Zorro. Tom Morello's Mercedes, people are stupid. Yeah, like people own jewelry stores in fucking Los Angeles without insurance. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Was watching clips of the 1968 Chicago cops taking care of business at the convention. Take notes, L.A. I don't know if we're still naming Crack House. We always will take Crack House movies.
We accept any submissions.
Okay, they submitted Baby Geniuses. You may have missed it, but I already threw in Baby Geniuses 2, which obviously sequels I think are better as far as Crack House movies goes. But yes, I would agree. Any Baby Genius could be thrown in there.
He visited Hiroshima in Japan and stood at the epicenter of a city that remains scarred by the unimaginable horror caused by.
What are you talking about? Hiroshima is like it's a beautiful city.
Hiroshima is in better shape than any American city.
Period.
I recently visited Hiroshima in Japan and stood at the epicenter of a city that remains scarred by the unimaginable horror caused by a single nuclear.
They didn't drop a nuke in L.A. and it's on fire.
So let me ask you something. You went to Hiroshima and you were like, oh my God, that bomb dropped. But fuck Nagasaki, right?
Nobody ever talks about Nagasaki. I think you're right. Nobody ever brings them up. Hiroshima's so bad. Yeah, I guess fuck Nagasaki, though. They fucking also died, dude.
Nagasaki like the New Jersey to Hiroshima's New York?
Yeah, nobody cares.
It's just like,
You're right.
Shut up, you.
Bomb dropped in 1945, 80 years ago. It's hard for me to find the words to express what I saw, the stories that I heard.
You know, from my Four Seasons hotel in Hiroshima, it was very difficult. As I got on my private fishing boat.
As I sat on the balcony of that JW Marriott
It
overlooking.
was very difficult for me. It was very.
I cried. I wept.
As I ate the authentic Japanese dish, bigumaku.
Hold on, I gotta. I'm pulling something up. I'm looking. I do.
Haunting sadness that still remains. This is an experience that will stay with me forever. This attack obliterated the city, killed over 300,000 people.
Yeah, prove
Many
it.
dying instantly while others died from severe burns, injuries,
Okay, Virgie, we're not going to do this. Okay, we're not. We will not. We're not.
Not today, Virgie.
We're not. We're not doing it. Okay.
Okay.
It ain't happening.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
radiation sickness and cancer that set in the following months and years. Nagasaki suffered the same fate. Homes, schools, families, all gone in a flash.
Sorry, Marsh. I was just looking through the 15 luxury hotels that Hiroshima has. I'm just trying to see which one they stayed at.
The survivors, the hibokusha, they
Bless you.
carried the pain of extreme burns, radiation sickness, and loss.
Shut up, Virgie.
For decades.
Yeah, well,
I'm
you know
trying.
what? Have they tried not bombing Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, did you ever think about that? We did kind of overreact, though, because we knew it was coming, and we just did it anyway.
No, we didn't. I mean, look, at the end of the day, we were just exhausted from Europe, and we were like, look, we're done with this. And we contacted Japan. We're like, look, we smashed your boys in the fucking European front. It's over. Let's wrap this up. And the Japanese were like, fuck you. And we were like,
They were like, fuck you, we're teaching old women to use swords.
And then but at that point, we were so exhausted. We're like, do we really want to fucking fight these Japs for another 6 months? No, right? All right. Call in the planes. Let's get this over with. That's what it was. The nuclear bombs was us going, we're not doing this for another year. Like, we're fucking tired, all right? We're going to bed. So we're dropping nukes, and then we're going to bed. And you guys can call us in the
Also,
morning.
by the way, Stalin's a cool dude. We're out of here. Bye.
And then we nuked them, and then we're like, I expect a phone call from Japan today, and they're going to surrender. And we didn't take into account that they couldn't call us on account of we nuked all their phone lines.
That's pretty bad.
So we immediately nuked them again, and then they were like, yo, chill. We were trying to call you, but like...
Can I meet you in the middle? I think one city would have been enough. We
Yeah.
Two feels.
Yeah, but we made a point.
No, we made a point with one. It's never been done before.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'll
well, we
never
made
be done
two bombs,
again.
so-
We win.
Oh, it might be done again.
We win.
So I sent you a picture because I don't think they're really encapsulating the damage.
You're telling me
They're showing the people and shit, but I don't really think they're showing you the city very well of what fucking.
Hey, you know where else nukes were unnecessary? Whenever I used to play StarCraft. And guess what? It's still going to be nukie time.
Oops, wrong one. Hold on. It's coming up for next hour. I'm trying to get the link. There it is.
Okay.
People commit.
So like, nothing. There was nothing.
That's not true. There's that. There's that barrel.
Also, hey, this is the firebombing of Tokyo because nukes aren't real.
Okay, Virgie. What part of we're not doing this didn't you get?
He's got a point, though.
Imagine. Shut up.
Don't
help him. Don't help.
That was Tokyo. That was Tokyo.
Yeah,
Did
he
that
fooled
look like
you.
a nuclear?
He tricked you.
Imagine going to your boss's office and just fooling him and being like, "Yeah, that's fine," and sometimes just showing up drunk, and it's like, "That's my job,"
Or sometimes not at all.
or not at all. Sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, I've worked at Staples.
It's a pretty sweet gig.
You know, nukes might not be real, but this job cannot be real too if you want, person.
Actually, no. I mean, honestly, though, I think what they did was way worse. What they did was drop a bunch of fire bombs and fucking mustard gas on civilians, and then use nuclear bomb
There's
as
a
a way to
lot
get
of
past
people
war
that
crimes.
are. You know what's crazy is how many people Virgie has converted. Like, there's people that I don't hate Virgie that are agreeing with him right now. I don't like this. There's some sort of mutiny.
Those paintings and the suffering that they conveyed,
Why don't you take a photo?
the pain and the sense of
Oh, on the count of all the film was destroyed because of the. Probably.
Nuclear bomb jokes are objectively funny, though.
Yeah.
loss were almost more powerful than the photos themselves. Yet this one bomb that caused so much destruction on Hiroshima was tiny compared to today's nuclear bombs.
The release of Gringo Poppy on YouTube.
The bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima had a yield of just 15 kilotons of TNT, whereas today's nuclear warheads range in size from 100 kilotons to over 1 megaton. A single nuclear weapon today.
That's like 3 sloppers. Just to, like to put it in perspective to how big that is.
Yeah, 2.8 sloppers.
That's a lot of sloppers.
Could kill millions in just minutes. Just one of these nuclear bombs.
I did like that they did San Francisco as an option of the place.
Yeah, like the first option.
Thank you. I mean, look, if it's got to be one place,
would vaporize everything at its core.
This is the Trump administration saying "fuck with us."
Yeah, you're right.
People, buildings, life itself. The shockwave would crush structures miles away, killing and maiming countless people. And then comes the fallout.
New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas. If we have to have a Fallout, I'm going to
I vote New Vegas.
insist that it's New Vegas.
Yeah, Obsidian has to be involved with
Yeah,
these
somehow, because it needs to be Fallout, because when they do their own shit like Outer World, it kind of sucks.
Ugh, yeah, it was terrible. It wasn't great.
You
want a lesbian companion?
What's worse? Okay, I got you. I know this is important, but this might be more important. What's worse, Starfield or Outer Worlds?
Starfield.
I didn't even play Outer Worlds. Starfield.
Yeah, I agree with you at Starfield because it was a smaller developer. At least it had a little bit more of a story.
You know what's funny about Starfield? Like now that I think, like the more I've been playing No Man's Sky, the more you can just see these little things that Starfield ripped off, but just did terribly. Like, yo, that's a good idea, bro. Let's implement that, but like, let's make it not fun
Let's
at
make
all.
the planet a JPEG instead.
Merge.
Let's do that. You know how No Man's Sky you could fly through the atmosphere in there instead.
Like, you know how you
JPEG 1080p.
You know how you can go around and you can scan different objects and different biological, like your minerals and stuff on the planet. I want you guys to take that from them, but make it as like not fun as possible.
Yeah.
Make it really not fun.
You know in No Man's Sky how you can like just fucking like go for minerals and like lasers and like fucking cool. Over there you can kind of have like a virtual pickaxe and like
Dude,
rocks.
it's No Man's Skyrim.
Yeah. No, because Skyrim was good.
And then like,
No,
all right.
but that's what they were trying to do. No Man's Skyrim.
So I've been playing No Man's
Trying to
Sky, and
mush
every
'em.
once in a while they'll reveal a piece of the story, right? But by the end of the relation, you know less than even when you had the revelation. But for some reason, you're really invested in finding out the story, and you're very interested in this vague thing. Can we do something like that? But I want the viewer to be as uninterested as possible. Like,
Right.
I want them to actively not care about the people they're running missions
Right.
for.
I like when you play Starfield, I want it to feel like a slow atrophy. Like over time, yeah, you could play the game over and over again, but after a while, you're like, but why?
And can we add
So
a
Todd-
bisexual cowboy with his biracial daughter that are your friends in the game, but somehow you wish they would both die in a starship
No,
accident?
that's true. Yeah, no, I
Todd
agree with
Howard
that.
walks down to the play testers. How does it feel? Like I have Lou Gehrig's disease in space. Perfect.
Let's make a critical decision in the storyline where you have to choose which one of two characters dies, right? And let's make it to where the person playing the game wishes they could kill both of them, but you
And then
can't.
themselves. That's what I was going for. Camera Chris, if nukes are real, then why do they keep insisting it was one bomb, but all the footage of the gay Enola shows 8 bombs dropping from one open bay door? Oh, don't help him.
All right, guys, hear me out. Hear me out, okay? It's like No Man's Sky, except it makes you want to go and play another game.
Okay, I like that, honestly. Oh, and here's the thing. So you know how like No Man's Sky, when it came out, got a bunch of bad critical reception, and then they put so much money into it and they made it really cool? What if we do that, but we charge them for the DLC and also make it bad?
I like that.
Does that sound good?
You're a genius.
Thanks, man. Honestly, thank you.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
working on that idea for a while, you know?
They don't call me big penis, good sex haver Todd Howard for nothing.
Dude, that has been one of the biggest things that I've noticed. So the more I've been playing No Man's Sky, the angrier I get at Bethesda. So I've just been playing this game going, oh, these motherfuckers, you had 10 years. Like, you had 10 years.
Hold
You
on.
motherfucker.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Selvis Journal in the Rumble chat says, Mersh, you're in a simulation that can create simulations, trapping your friend while a simulation taunts those facts to you.
Yeah, thanks. I hate it.
Cool.
I'm going to go mine from
Yeah.
space plutonium. I'm out of here.
Verse, let me make it worse for you. They had 10 years to do this and homework to cheat off of.
And
Like,
it's like you came in the day of the test, and instead of passing the test, you just smeared shit all over the walls and then walked out. Like you somehow managed to exceed our expectations of your failure.
And-
I thought you were simply going to come in and fail the test like every other flunky, but you managed to smear poo-poo all over the wall.
So you know, like in No Man's Sky, how they have all these different cool factions, and you try to learn their languages and figure out what they're about. We're gonna do the same thing, but just have space pirates and other factions you could join. But you're gonna be the space pirates because they have the only one that makes any sense to join because you could sell your stolen shit.
Okay, but these space pirates, right? There's going to be different groups of space pirates with different distinct identities, right?
Just
and
one.
they're all going to be fighting with
just
each other.
space pirates. It turns out everyone in the universe who wants to be a space pirate is all friendly with everyone else in
And
the
you
universe.
understand-
And everybody, and by the
Who
way,
wants to be a space
everybody in the
pirate?
government is also on the same page like they are now.
Do you understand that would be like playing like GTA and every other NPC is just labeled as criminal? Like there's no story, there's no different gangs,
No.
it's just
How
criminal.
about this? Let me go even
They're
better.
criminals.
How about, you know, in like No Man's Sky where there's all these cool different creatures like fucking these frog
There
people
is.
and alien people and this and that? How about instead of that, we have a Russian guy, but he's black?
I love it.
What do we think? What do we think about a black Russian guy?
By the way, I was legit. I was playing No Man's Sky last night. I spent 5 minutes just zoning out, staring at like this new planet I went to where they just had the most retarded looking dinosaurs. Like they looked like dinosaurs, but retarded. And I was just sitting there going, they're like adorable retarded dinosaurs. I was just watching them walk around.
You land on a planet. And it starts acid raining, but you don't fly away because all of the animals look like little dick monsters flopping around, and you're like, this is fun.
Or you landed on a planet that's all acid, but it has so many resources. You're like, I'll deal with the acid. I'm dealing with the acid. Year 33030 in the locals chat, which you can sign up for, says, why are you guys reading poor people comments on Rumble? Ew. Because we will read poor people comments if they're really good. They have to be good, though.
Yeah.
All right. And if I'm paying attention, I just don't pay attention a lot. So Tom Rose Mercedes says, you're Jimmy Dorsey, that the riots are a deep state psyop. What do we think? I think that if it is, they got another thing coming because guess what? Anti-MAGA people are learning to fight, dude. I'm not kidding. They are.
Oh, yeah. They're about to fuck us
the
up.
punches
dog.
are devastating.
They're learning to fight. Your guys are so fucked. Look at this trans flag back there, pride flags. They're coming at you 1,000,000 miles an hour. Let's watch them.
I've seen Hassan kick.
Let's watch them. Yeah! Fuck
Hell
yeah!
That's definitely gonna make me giggle before I break her nose.
Hell yeah! That's Sue. These guys are good fighters.
Probably didn't break their wrist.
They're just. What are they doing?
This is my favorite because he comes back for more. Like he's so angry.
Imagine going to a trans boxing gym.
Wait till they pan out. Wait till they pan out. It's great.
Okay, I got an idea. I got a soundtrack for this. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. It's a lifestyle choice. I hate you, Dad.
What was that?
Kior.
I'm actually really amazed at like how many people can't just throw a punch.
Yeah, what is this palm thing they're doing? What was that?
LGB Taekwondo.
One other thing where you know a guy's never got into a fight when they do this with their fist.
Yeah, when their thumbs are
when they put
inside.
their thumb inside their hands. Well, you
Yes,
want
I'd
to
like
break your
both
thumb,
thumbs.
right? Is that what you're going for? Because that's what's going to happen.
I want to be hurt when you hit me and when I hit you.
Yeah, I want to be hurt twice. Look at this guy, bro. Look at that cool karate move.
That is the best palm
Hell
strike
yeah,
I've ever
dude.
seen.
Cobra Kai.
No, that's Cobra Bai. And yes. And it's also Mr. Theagi's dojo, okay?
Mr. Them Theagi.
Mr. Them Theagi is what we're dealing with. They're fucking
Wax off. Wax on, dicks off.
They are they're such fucking clowns, dude. They're such
Dicks
fucking
on,
clowns, dude.
tits on, dicks off.
Every time they do this, or when they do we're gonna buy guns now, and you see them shooting, and they always hitting themselves, and the guns falling on the floor,
They're getting
and
slide bites, and you're like, yeah, this is good for you. You're looking good.
oh man, tomorrow's show. We're having a lot of fun here, guys. Tomorrow's show is on Locals and Patreon. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. Locals.revengeofthesis.com. $7 a month. That ain't much. You can catch our movie risk that we do once a month. This month for Pride Month, we are doing.
Oh, can I tease something for tomorrow?
Sure.
Tomorrow for the paywall?
Yeah, sure.
You're gonna watch someone die.
Oh yeah. We had that. No, for real.
It's Virgie.
Yeah. Oh, you spoiled it. He didn't know.
Oh man.
So tomorrow, if you want to see Virgie's achieve the sweet release of death, revengeofthesis.locals.com or patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. $7 you get every Wednesday show, half a Friday show, and over our movie risk. That's $7 you get a whole bunch of fucking content, hours and hours of content, and also the backlog. And you get the podcast immediately with no commercials in private little RSS feed on both. So go check it out there. Guys, we'll be right back. Stay where you are.
These days, running a small business can be a big challenge. Whether we're receiving a flower delivery for unclear reasons, or raising the blinds and flipping over the open-closed sign, which is how I spend most of my workday, or even making a latte for a black woman, an iced tea for a white woman, and a coffee for a gently brown guy who could go in a lot of different directions. We've got our hands full. That's why Chase Bank is here for us. When this man in a suit from Chase Bank came down and shook my hand at my place of business, it really solidified what we'd already talked about at his office. Now we're looking at a laptop like my stupid little coffee shop is going to be a big disruptor in the online space. And my Chase business card allows me to make those emergency purchases that I lose sleep at night over. Chase understands my business the way they understand all businesses, as a huge reverse funnel that shoves money upwards to them. Hey, another flower delivery. These'll look great in the bathroom while I'm pooping blood from the stress. Now I'm flipping over that open-closed sign again. Is that a new stadium with Chase's name on it? How'd they afford that? I'll be in this bathroom for a while. Better toss it to the announcer.
At Chase Bank, we're about more than just foreclosing on American servicemen while overseas. We're about small business. So when you think of Chase, don't think of the 2008 financial crash. Think of your local sympathetic small business.
Flower delivery.
Yeah, guys, we're good on flowers for a while.
Second hour ROTC. Thank you for staying with us. We do appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button. Leave a comment. Even if you just say hi. Call us gay. I don't care. It does help. We're trying to get some new fans here. And if you're over on Rumble, do the same thing. I don't know if it helps, but do it.
Can't hurt.
But it really helps if you sign up for Locals or Patreon. Do you know there's 2 people watching on Twitch? That's super fucking weird. Because we broadcast on everything, and there's every once in a while there's like 1 or 2 people on Twitch. And I'm like, what are you doing?
They're probably bots offering to sell us more viewers.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. That's probably what's going on over there.
Every once in a while, Nightwave will have one person on Twitch, and I'll look, and it'll be like, buy these followers. And I'm like, no, it's all right.
So, Mersh, one of our fans, I don't know if I want to give his last name because then he tell me or not, but John is his first name. If you want me to give your last name, I'll give it to you tomorrow. I made this and sent it to him.
That's awesome.
And here you go, guys. And that's actually one of the part of the cropped out thumbnail for the show today. There you go.
Fucking perfect.
Every time we clip them, we do very, very well. I don't know why, but people seem to like it. And also, you know how I've been checking some demographics, right? So like mostly our demographics are when it comes to like YouTube are probably, I would say, 90% men, right? 99 to 93% men. On Instagram or like TikTok or even YouTube, the people that are watching the clips and the shorts of us making fun of fat women, would you believe who they are? Women.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of women.
Is it hate watching or is it skinny, pretty women that are watching?
It's skinny, pretty women.
Nice.
I've gotten DMs on Instagram specifically of women be like, I don't even know who you guys are, but you gotta keep making fun of these. It's women. It's women. If you look at the analytics, there is more on some videos. It's like 50-50 split when it comes to this, which for us is like, that means a lot of women seem to enjoy us making fun of them. I don't know if it makes you guys feel better. I don't know what it is. Or I don't know if you guys women just hate women. But ladies, you're welcome.
Have you been dying to ride Golden Zephyr at Disney's California Adventure,
but kept getting mistaken for a Zephyr yourself?
you weren't sure if you'd fit? Hey everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers. We range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us for our plus-size Disney tips and tricks. This ride takes you soaring through the sky in a metal rocket. There are stairs in this queue, but there's also an elevator if you're unable to use the stairs.
Is it a freight elevator? I bet you all can't get on at the same time without triggering it.
The ride vehicle here is a long
I think any elevator they get in is a freight.
No, freight. A freight
elevator.
Elevator. Come on.
That's funny.
Rows of bench seating. Each row can seat 2 adults, but that would have been tight for us, so they sat us each in our own row.
I need to play that sentence again so everyone could really sink in their life they live.
Each row can seat 2 adults, but that would have been tight for us, so they sat us each in our own row.
But again, so then you don't acknowledge the fact that you, in fact, are now slowing down the line.
Yeah.
That we can now service less people because of you. Mm-hmm. No problem.
Well, you actually service more if you're counting by weight.
But that's That just goes to show how fucking obnoxiously
I
just
know.
self-involved you are. Like, oh, we'll take up a whole ride.
Yeah,
It's
we don't
fine.
care.
We don't care. We don't care about all the people behind us.
Bunch of blimps getting on a blimp.
Yeah.
There is a step up to get into this ride.
Oh,
Forget it then.
I'm
Just
not
forget
doing it. I can't. Listen, a step,
I give up.
A step up. Come on, guys.
And we found
You could only be asked to do so much in a day.
the opening a bit narrow. If you are a wheelchair
They found the opening. I want you to look at the opening.
user, you
I want you to look at the opening, and I want you to see that they found it a bit narrow. I want you to see the open. That opening's a bit narrow.
Yeah, I find it a bit narrow getting into any car ever.
narrow. If you are a wheelchair user, you will need to transfer, but they do
But they will laugh at you.
have a transfer device available. The safety mechanism
What's
here
a
is
transfer device? A stick of butter and a fucking poking rod?
Yeah, it is.
seatbelt. Those of us
It's one of those. It's one of those sticks with like one of those big cartoon boxing gloves on the front,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you push them in.
Yeah, it's a pistol, but the boxing glove comes out.
Yeah.
2X and 3X were able to use the seatbelt as is. One of us who is a size 4X thought she wasn't going to be able to ride. The cast member saw her getting off and quickly brought over a
Really brought over a bunch of other people to point
To
and
laugh.
at
Yeah,
her.
just to laugh.
By the way, this is not the first time they've had a problem with a seatbelt not being big enough.
seatbelt extender, and she was able to ride comfortably. Ashley decided not to ride.
If I
but we
couldn't
do
fit in
think
a
she
ride, I
would've
wouldn't
fit
start
comfortably
masturbating. I don't know why she
with
was
this
getting off.
Seatbelt extender. This ride wasn't even on our radar, but we really enjoyed
By
it.
the way, what's more embarrassing, asking for a seatbelt extender or getting off because you can't fit and someone realizing you're so fat you need one and be like, no, hey, fatty, don't get off.
Butter.
You
We've got
getting
butter.
off
We've got
the ride-
butter.
You getting off the ride and everybody around you immediately knows what the problem is.
Bro, that fucking ride is struggling right now.
Yeah.
And got to see some amazing views of California adventure. Also, make sure you take your time getting off because
Look at her trying to get in the opening. Look at her trying to get in the opening. Oh,
I think
God.
she's trying to get off.
Yeah, why? She rubbing herself on the side.
Oh, don't.
Gross. That's 2 in a row.
there is a step down onto the small
Look at-
platform.
look at-
We hope that these tips help and that you enjoy the view.
That's a normal
I
size.
hate the view.
That's a normal sized hat.
Yeah.
Hate the view.
Hold on, because don't you worry. We got another
More
one.
view?
Yeah, we got more view.
Have you been dying to ride Mr. Toad's Wild Ride at Disneyland in California, but you weren't sure if you'd fit? Everyone, we're plus-size park hoppers, and we range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Make sure you like this video and follow us for more plus-size Disney tips and tricks. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is a slow-moving dark ride. It's actually a classic and used to be in Disney World, but
You guys are slow moving dark rides.
Ugh.
they since rethemed it to be Winnie the Pooh.
Their
The queue for this
Why
ride
do you
does have
film your guts?
They have no choice. It's always in the view.
But they're like pointing right down at their guts.
It's like being outside and be like, why do you always take a picture of the sky? Because it's all encompassing, Mersh.
It's just
up
there.
Here, film up here.
It's not any better.
No, but
It's not
I mean,
any better up here.
But still, it's like literally just a direct shot of a gut. Like it's like the phone is being. It literally looks like if you were filming and then you fumbled for something.
Yeah.
You were holding. It's literally. Why are you pointing it at the gut?
They do really film poorly.
Yeah.
Have you ever accidentally opened up your camera and seen your face like this?
Of course, it's the fucking worst feeling ever.
Oh, God.
Have you ever looked good in your reverse camera
No.
ever?
No.
themed it to be Winnie the Pooh. The queue for this ride does have a turnstile. If you
Mersh, there's no optimal angle for a photo of Jupiter.
The queue for this ride does have a turnstile. If you are unable
Oh
to
no.
What do you? But if you can't fit through the turnstile, don't worry. They have a solution.
a turnstile, or you use
Yeah,
a
no. It's a solution. It's actually a grease that they put on the turnstile and you
Grease
slide
up the
right through it.
turnstile.
I think it's silicone based.
Yeah.
If Ray Ray's listening, can you draw the sloppers in the style of the Tick and have their nemesis be turnstile and chair with arms?
And chair with arms. Oh my God, that's perfect. Thank you.
Please.
turnstile, or you use a wheelchair, you're able to go to the exit of the ride and speak to a cast member. They'll be able to scan the ticket in your app and give you a callback time. The callback time is typically however long the wait in the line is. The ride vehicle is
You know why they do that, right? Because people used to take advantage of the people and be like, they had a mobility scooter and be like, oh, I got to cut the line. So they were taking advantage of it. So now you don't get to like just go right on the ride. They'd be like, okay, so if the wait's 40 minutes, they give you a paper, come back in 40 minutes. So you still have to
Good.
wait.
Good.
Yeah, I'm glad they're doing that.
I wish they'd do that at airports too. Oh, you're in a wheelchair? You need to get here 4 hours early for your flight. I mean, because you're the one holding it up. Dude, I watched an Asian family one of the last times we flew. Oh, goddamn. Whatever that time is where you got there later and we were separate.
Yeah.
And I was checking in. Bro, a whole family of Asians getting wheelchairs. And I was like, motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They know how to work the system.
It's an old-fashioned buggy.
I'm going to get a fake cast. I was thinking about that, right? If I just get a fake cast, pop that bitch on my leg right at the terminal and then walk in, like, they got to give me a wheelchair, right?
I think so.
Sit two adults comfortably. There is a small step up to get in, and
It'd be
you
so
will need
funny as soon as we get to another city, you see me just popping my cast off at the baggage at the fucking the baggage claim, and everybody's like, "This motherfucker."
You take it off on the plane.
Yeah, that would be great. Sorry, I got to air it out.
transfer from your wheelchair
But you're not thinking of how uncomfortable it would be the entire flight.
or ECV. If you'd prefer to have a little extra space, you
Fucking go home.
Go to the
are
gym.
able to request to ride alone. Sarah and I wear sizes 2X and 4X, and we were able to ride together comfortably.
Really?
The safety mechanism here is a lap bar that will stop when it meets resistance.
Which resistance is what
It's
they
a
call
lot of
their belly.
resistance, yeah.
It means if you're riding with a smaller
And by the way, it looks like a rise of the resistance right now, so we have a problem.
passenger, it will stop at you. We had literally no idea what to expect for this ride, and it was wild. Mr. Toad did some bad.
It's called Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah, what did you expect?
It to be?
Bad things, and boy, did he pay the price. The last thing I ever thought I'd see at a Disney park was Satan, and there he was.
Why? He owns it.
In an extremely hot
You got to see how his property's doing.
room. I think it was hell. All of us sizes 2X through 5X were able to ride this ride comfortably, though none of us had any idea what was going on. But we actually all ended up
Imagine
loving it.
you
We hope
get
that
so fat your teeth start spreading apart. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, that happens.
They're storing fat in the gums now.
Just live their lives. Just live their goddamn lives that way. All right. Make sure. Yeah, here it is.
Ooh.
Hola, Sarah. It is me, Chris Cuomo. Hey,
Growing up with Chris Cuomo. Growing up Chris Cuomo. Growing up Chris Cuomo. Growing up Chris Cuomo.
What does he mean by that, though?
I love my mother.
I hate my
brother.
So let's get after it.
And have a
Come on, fellas. Some good fucking bread.
Let's go, baby.
We got some Chris Cuomo. Let's get after it. Let's get after it.
Why is it that people on the fringe right seem to engage in conspiracies more? Is it a coincidence that Benny Johnson and Charlie Kirk are more
closeted gay guys? It's not.
Interested in the Epstein files? Is it a coincidence that Rogan was, talking so much about Epstein killing himself versus being murdered? Why do we hear more of that?
That's Tim Dillon.
Oh, yeah.
On the right.
I think there's people on the fringe left, if you remember, and I listen, I think Epstein probably was murdered. I mean, I don't think
Based
there's
on what?
Well, based on the idea that the cameras
Hey,
went out.
So Tim, my producers tell me that you're one of those, mincy types, and I never seen you kiss a guy. What's up with that?
How come you don't ever be on a red carpet with a boyfriend?
Yeah,
where's your boyfriend?
It's weird, right? Because growing up the way I grew up, like it's different, like to pretend to be gay. Like I that blows my mind. Like why would you pretend to be gay?
I had a cousin who pretended he was straight. We said he was just very theatrical.
Yeah, what's next? Pretending to be black? Anyway, Tim, your comment.
Yeah.
The cameras went out and the guards fell asleep, and he had information on some of the most powerful people in the world, and his best friend Ghislaine Maxwell's father, the Seymour Hersh, wrote a
But I was like based on what? And he just fucking unscrolled like a fucking Jericho laundry list of things.
book alleging that he was an agent of the Mossad, and they had what clearly seems like a honeypot operation, and that all of these politicians were on his jet. Like it feels like, again, just from an outsider's point of view, he got a sweetheart deal for the first time he was accused and convicted.
Bro, it was in Florida, Palm Beach. His deal was wild. We knew about it more here because like it was here, but like He only had to go to the prison on the weekends. He was only one of the prisoners who was allowed to have his cell door open. He was allowed to go to the commissary whenever he wanted, get snacks whenever he wanted, to walk around. And he would leave to go to work, his mansion, back to work from home in his mansion Monday through Friday. That was his deal. A convicted pedophile.
Part of that deal accused the victims of it of being prostitutes.
They were, yeah, that was part of it.
Of being inappropriate with a minor, and I don't know the exact terminology. He did a lot more than be inappropriate with a minor, but you have this intriguing, weird figure who's connected to all of these very powerful people and has an island where people are going to meet up with underage women, and all of these people are coming out and testifying to that effect. And then right before his trial, he dies. I mean, Chris, let's be honest. If we're talking about the mafia, and we're talking about a guy that had...
Why would you bring up the mafia?
My
dad was not in the mafia. My dad was not in the mafia, if that's what you're implying, Tim.
The mafia doesn't even exist. That's Hollywood.
Mafia's
Hollywood,
not
Tim.
even real. John Gotti was a legitimate businessman.
He was a restaurateur.
I blame the Sopranos for giving the mafia a bad name, honestly.
Those goddamn HBOs.
If we're talking about the mafia, and we're talking about a guy that had information on all of these big, powerful people, and he gets whacked, does not a part of your brain? And I'm, Kirk or Johnson or Rogan or whoever, or me or anybody who's looking at this, and people on the left and the fringe left also has some conspiracies. One of them was that Donald Trump was an agent of Russia.
That was so wild. And they were like, he was getting pissed on by prostitutes. Yeah. And everybody was like, no, he wasn't. He's a germaphobe.
And by the fringe left, I mean every media organization, including the one you used to work for, every day was Russiagate. So to me, it's like, don't you look at the Epstein thing and for a minute say to yourself, yes, it is possible that this guy who is involved in potentially blackmailing people, but certainly involved in human trafficking and connected to all these wealthy, powerful people, gets whacked before he can say any of their names?
Yes.
Yes.
How can you not like him?
I love him. He's retarded.
Yes. I don't like, I'll be honest with you. I stopped listening like 3 minutes ago, but I'm assuming you said something smart. Rogan has you on. I want him to invite me on, but I'm afraid that he thinks he's stronger than me, and I don't want to be in that position, By the way, Rogan would kick your ass. Now, I hear you. We did that. Okay, I hear you. I got you, but you know what?
What?
I got something else.
What? Are we getting double Cuomo'd?
It is me.
Andrew.
Oh, no.
Andrew.
And I have got this molto bene ready. I love my mother. I hate my brother. So let's get after it and have a smoke.
My brother's a retarded asshole.
It still gets me.
Hey, Mersh.
What the fuck?
Mersh, he's seeking their approval.
Normally I am used to the smaller hats and having to suck up to those types of people. But this is a good look. I look like one of them Shriners. Oh, you're not the ones that did 9/11, right? All right, okay. I'm just kidding.
I'm messing around.
Hey! Your food is actually quite delicious. Looks like poop, but it's real good. Why do I smell like it 3 days later?
I gotta tell you, I'm a big fan of your taxi driving. I love it. I think you're one of the best.
Who's the white guy over there with him? Fucking look at the guy with the do-rag.
That is really funny, right?
The rocking the do-rag.
The city of
Do you
New
know,
York.
one of my favorite things about you people is when I get in a taxi cab and I think at first, oh no, this person's one of those Muslim types. But then you ask me if you want me, if you turn the air conditioning on, and then I go, oh, they're the Sikhs, they're different.
Yeah, they're the cool ones. They're the good ones.
I loved Borat. Made me laugh.
You're the ones that shit in the toilet, right?
I
Dude,
don't
that guy on the-
understand where you people stand on Pakistan versus India, as I cannot tell you people apart.
He told that guy on the right they were going to a meeting in Harlem. So he
So he
dressed like that, but it was at a Sikh temple.
I loved you in The Golden Child. Were you in that movie, or was it Big Trouble in Little China?
Okay.
Hey, Jinder Mahal, what's up with that guy?
The city of New York. We are the capital of diversity. 100.
Look at the Asian guy in the back. Look at the Asian
Frozen.
guy in the back. Look at this guy. What are you doing there?
The white guy in the blue do-rag is my favorite one.
Yeah, he rules.
He's got that look on his face like, sup, niggas?
Yeah, what
The
up?
old white guy, you're
Yeah.
like, don't do that. My political career's going to be over. No, I was trying to appeal to the young urban kid. No, just don't. Ed, just wear your do-rag and just shut up.
So, in the local chat says we all retards says someone photoshopped the do-rag Steve Carell from The Office.
Yes.
In here.
Languages spoken in our school system. 180 different languages. People
They're all variations of Puerto Rican, but that's still a lot of languages, you know.
from all across the world. That makes us stronger, not weaker. And we have
He's the best. I really like him. I'm really glad that he's back out there again. I'm really glad they didn't take him down, honestly. And right now he's polling against higher than Adams. You saw that? He's polling higher than Mayor Adams.
I hope we don't lose Adams. We're gonna, but...
Yeah, I know.
If a pro fighter did his jujitsu on him, then the guy's gonna come back and duct tape his family. Pro fighters are
What?
Oh, yeah, he's getting into a beef with a UFC fighter, which is really a smart thing to do, I think. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't.
Why?
I just wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, somebody who's trained their entire life to kill people, you don't want to taunt them? Why?
Because they're dangerous, well-trained, brain-damaged, like people with poor impulse control.
Yeah.
if a pro fighter
They're like
did his
UFC fighters are like genetically and like artificially like modified black people.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, you don't need that.
They're
You know the
terrifying.
UFC fighter has a higher thigh bone.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking terrifying because they spend their whole life developing like muscle memory.
Yeah.
And then they destroy their fucking brain and any fucking control over that muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
So people just tap them on the shoulder and they fucking, go to prison.
Yeah, they basically just become Solomon Grundy. Like they're just these fucking
Yeah.
mindless killing machines.
Have you seen Sean Strickland's ears? That's 200 blows to the head.
Seriously.
if a pro fighter did his jujitsu on him, then the guy's gonna come back and duct tape his family. Pro fighters are the epitome of squares. They're
What
like,
if you
"Come in
just
the
paid
ring."
your hooker girlfriend more than you did that day? What are you gonna do then?
Pro fighters are we called them squares.
Family. Pro fighters are the epitome of squares. They're like, come in the ring and I'll fight you. UFC fighting is gay. Like all that shit, like MMA fighting.
So you want
all
him
that-
to meet you at a gym where you can jump him again with 11 guys?
Right. But sneaking your papers into prison up your asshole, that's cool and straight.
Wait, what?
Yeah, remember he talked about in his videos how his papers, you would have to keister them. And some other fucking criminal dude who was like, no, you don't. This is what your papers look like. And they were a huge roll. He goes, I guess maybe he keistered them, but he goes, it wouldn't fit. So he was bragging about having to hide stuff up his asshole in prison.
Nice.
UFC fighting is gay. Like all that shit, like MMA fighting and all that shit is for people who never really were in fights.
All right, so there
are many examples of MMA fighters fighting in the real world and fucking people up. Have you seen this when they pick the wrong guy and he's an MMA guy and he just fucks somebody up?
live stream recently, Wes Watson went on one of his most delusional and idiotic rants ever, which is saying a lot because every day he goes on some deranged rant where he just sounds completely unhinged. but this one is something else. And who are willing to kill people. I think it's UFC fights, they're willing to kill people. But we all know 3 of his boys to Octagon.
Yeah.
And the fact he's trying to make this behavior sound cool while he's on trial for assault is wild.
Yeah, he's still on trial for beating up the guy in the gym. Remember
This
that?
guy just doesn't learn.
Don't encourage anyone to run up to these pro fighters. Pro fighters are pussies. Okay?
I've been saying that recently. Like anybody that, especially like UFC and stuff, those guys are all pussies, man.
Cool, yeah. Shake Chuck Liddell's hand and tell me that he'll kill you. It's like shaking like a catcher's mitt. These guys are fucking monsters. No, you know what? Honestly, if you're a Wes Watson fan, listen to him. Go do what he's saying. I think I want to live in a world where people start doing that. Go do it.
Okay? They're only good in the ring. People I know will not accept a loss, okay? If a pro fighter did his jujitsu on him, then the guy's gonna come back and duct tape his family.
That's kidnapping.
That's not winning at a fight, though.
That's a.
That doesn't make you a
charge.
pussy. That makes the other person a criminal.
Okay? You don't want to fuck with the wrong people. And the wrong people out here in the world are not pro fighters.
Bro, didn't What's-His-Face literally shoot at a pedophile and go to jail for it?
You guys need to wake up. These are very big time squares. Pro fighters
Yeah,
are
does he think that UFC fighters don't own guns too?
Yeah, they
do. Enemy of squares. They're like, come in the ring and I'll fight you. The people I grew up with and went to prison with, they don't give a fuck about a ring. They don't give a fuck if they're on camera. They don't give a fuck if they have to fucking live the rest of their life in prison. You will not beat them.
But you can't. No, we're talking about in a fight. Yeah, and you can't stop them from coming back and killing your family. Like, I get that, but no one's saying that.
Nobody was bringing that up except
Bro,
you.
He's so stupid.
They will not take a loss. You guys live in a fantasy world where pro fighters aren't the biggest squares on the planet.
You couldn't even put tags on your car.
UFC fighting is gay. Like all that shit, like MMA fighting and all that shit is for people who never really were in fights. Like they never whooped ass their whole life. So they're always...
Many of these fighters started training for the MMA when they were like 15 years old, dude. Like,
Mhm.
especially like those Brazilian ones and shit. They've been training since they were children. Are you kidding me?
It's like, I'm gonna train and fight. Like, I've always just handled shit very easily. I never had to think about fighting because I always just extinguished the problem, however I had to. So the point is like, that's for people who like never could really fight. They had to go learn to fight. I mean, people.
But wait.
Go ahead. I know what you're gonna say.
Go ahead.
So his theory,
All right.
is that the people that train in jiu-jitsu did so because they're so bad at fighting.
so bad, yeah.
That they needed to train.
Mhm.
That's
But the people on the street who were never professionally trained fighters.
not even applied to fighting, applied to any skill.
Mhm.
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, he's one of the. To be
Nah,
fair,
this
Merch,
guy-
he's one of the stupidest people that's ever existed.
This jackoff took a fucking cooking class because like he wasn't naturally good at cooking. You're like, oh,
Yeah, he's got
sounds like he had a
fucking
passion
guitar.
for cooking and he wanted to get better at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like literally.
handle business, they don't have to learn to fight. There's a difference between fighters and violent.
So this guy was like really bad at bodybuilding, so he had to hire a trainer to help him get a fucking.
It's
to go
even
to a
funnier.
bodybuilding show.
That's even funnier. Not bad at bodybuilding. The guy had no muscles.
You guys had no
naturally.
muscles,
He
so-
didn't come out as a muscular baby. This guy had to lift a bunch of shit to fake it.
What a fucking pussy.
What?
people.
This guy, right? So apparently, this fucking. You ever heard of fucking Freddie Freeman? Well, apparently this guy was so bad at baseball that he had to sit there as a kid, and his dad would throw baseballs.
What?
And he would fucking
No,
practice.
what a pussy.
He's only good because he practiced hitting the ball so much.
Bro, have you heard of this dude?
What a bum.
This dude Hoist Gracie, dude. This fucking loser, right? Since he was like 12, dude, was like taking classes to be good at jiu-jitsu, dude.
Bro, this guy Steph Curry, he's so bad in the paint that he learned how to take the best for three shot. Like he's the best at three pointers in the whole league because he's too pussy to get in the paint, dog.
You know what? Yeah, no. Honestly, yeah, he's such a fucking loser that he takes advice from like Reggie Miller and like other people to get better at it. Like
This
it's
fucking
weird.
idiot practiced how to take shots from further away from the basket.
What a loser!
To get more points because he's too afraid to get close to the
What a
basket. This guy's an idiot.
Bro, you know Larry Bird used to shoot free throws with the lights off because he was so bad at basketball.
Fucking Shaq should have took some advice.
Then you couldn't see him.
You should really stay away from violent people because it doesn't matter how good you are at fighting.
Do you imagine at a UFC press conference if somebody said that? Yo, this guy's been training. He's such a bad fighter. Like, yeah, wait a minute. Have you not been training? Because you have a UFC fight coming up.
Bro, this guy spent like 6 months in American top team like a fucking loser.
What a jack.
Yo, this guy went to Muay Thai to work on his stand-up. What a fucking asshole.
This douchebag went to go fucking overseas to train with Khabib. Oh, yeah, right, whatever. I guess you need the best fighter on the planet to help you learn. The pound-for-pound greatest fighter of all time. Yeah, I would say it's a good opportunity to go learn some shit.
Moron!
Ooh, look at me. I'm training at a box with Sean Strickland. Yeah, I would imagine you're getting better.
You're right, dude. I didn't even think about that. The more you really think about that statement, it's one of the dumbest things anyone could say.
Oh, look at me. I like to get better at things.
Yeah.
So that I'm like, yeah, actually, I just go out there and I use the same natural fucking stance I had when I was in third grade. Like, good luck.
Dude, I want to get better at like video editing. So you know what I did, dude? I went and saw YouTube videos like a fucking loser to learn how to do it, you know? You're just not naturally gifted.
I wanted to get good at art, so I went to one of those AI websites and I typed in a prompt.
Between fighters and violent people. You should really stay away from violent people because it doesn't matter how good you are at fighting when they want to take it to the level. They'll take you out. And so there's a huge difference here. You guys have it all misconstrued. Fighting is some weird sport shit that is all these people do, and it has nothing to do with violence. Because a violent person will end your life.
Yeah, dude, you know people that play like street football, like pickup football, bro? They're not as they're way better than people that play in the NFL and like take lessons and do two-a-days and learn how to like, you know, be good receivers. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You just got to have it naturally.
And this is the thing. You guys need to quit thinking that UFC people are going to be able to fuck around with violent motherfuckers. Because a violent
Many UFC people are violent motherfuckers.
Motherfucker won't lose. He won't take it. And you'll be like, wait, put the gloves on. And he's not going to hear it. And it's going to be a problem for you. So what? You have an active
By the
case.
way,
Why
that
are you
chick's not
talking
even
about
attractive,
this?
bro. Is that a look that guys like?
Oh, you big humongous clown lips?
And humongous clown tits? It's
No,
just
I
humongous
don't.
clown parts?
I don't like it. I don't like when a chick looks super fake. Like that to me is not like a turn on. And by the way, I do not mind fake boobs. There are some really good, well done fake
Yeah,
boobs
I
that are
just
nice.
prefer not.
Yeah, but even if you have them, no. But look, here's my point.
Just don't get the big old bazonga tits.
But if you're a mom, if
both
you're a mom
moms.
and the breastfeeding was rough on you, I understand going in there and going back, hey, let me get my boobs back to what they used to. I completely get that. Like that, honestly, I get it. It's self-conscious. It makes sense.
When your titties start to look like you know, you ever get like the shitty Reese's peanut butter cups at the store, the ones that've been sitting on the shelf for a while, and the centers kind of collapse in. You know?
Oh, and the chocolate's splitting. It's all dusty.
I really
that happens to mom tits.
I really turned around on fake boobs, man. The technology's gotten really
Technology,
good. Yeah,
like the
boob
$6 million
technology's.
man.
I'll be honest, boob technology's gotten great. The BBL technology is fucking horrendous. Like that looks bad. You know?
Have you seen when like the implant flips around and then they have square asses? That's pretty great.
Yeah, Forrest Mommy in the chat goes, yeah, you just have to get the expensive ones. That's right. If you get the expensive ones, they're good.
You have an active case. Why are you talking about this?
Yeah, so Wes never disappoints. I mean, the guy's facing jail time, and he still doesn't tone down how unhinged he is at all. Like, this is a generational crash out from him, and he ended up deleting this stream.
He deleted the stream? Why? You fought? What are you, pussy? Oh, Sean Strickland replied. Oh, Sean Strickland okay, hold
Maybe
on.
Had a moment
Wait a
of
minute.
self-awareness or something.
Wait a minute. Is he beefing with Sean Strickland?
I think we're about to see that. Let's find out. I don't
Probably
know.
unlikely. You know his lawyer.
No. Don't do it, bud.
No, that's not a good plan.
You are not Dreykus Duplessis. Like, if you were Dreykus, I'd say, yeah, you got a good shot. But don't do this.
I just told him to take it down because this is a terrible look for him.
Or it's just like Walter White yelling in a closed car.
Yeah, Hank, no!
And I thought Wes was probably trying to get a beef going with fighters, but some big fighters responded.
Guys that are into fitness are closeted gays who are too ashamed to jerk off to dudes, so they jerk off to themselves doing squats.
That's really funny.
Based.
And it sounds like Wes doesn't want that.
I do that, actually.
Smoke now. Like former UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland called Wes out, but Wes had no response to him so far. You know, I think he might be scared. It turns out he's...
Why?
Strickland would fucking murder Wes Watson, dude.
Actually not that tough. But this is what Sean had to say. Somebody asked him if he's going to accept Wes Watson's challenge. And Sean said,
oh my God, that's actually the best answer ever because it's so dismissive. Look at that answer from Sean Strickland. Wait, you mean Watson? What the fuck are you talking about? Watson from Bellator? He doesn't even know who Wes Watson is, which makes this even better.
Bro, what are you talking about? Watson from Bellator? So he has no idea who Wes is. You know, he thinks he's a fighter in a different league. So this must be embarrassing for Wes because he thinks everybody knows who he is. You know, he thinks of himself as like the most famous person alive and the most interesting man alive.
You understand, I am massively famous.
But not for the reasons you think.
I have to guide everybody because they suck.
That's fair.
That's a good philosophy.
I'm going to follow what you're doing.
But I don't like people. You're pussies. You're pushovers. I am 6 foot, so it doesn't matter.
I like the watermark is from somebody's account named Trans Wes Watson.
Trans Wes Watson is great.
I am the most interesting man. Like that guy in the Dos Equis commercials.
You know, the guys in the Dos Equis. He's awesome.
Wes Dosecki Watson.
You're an old Mexican man? What are you talking about?
That's like me. Most interesting man alive.
You can
He doesn't always get pussy, but when he gets pussy, he pays for it.
I am 6 foot, so it doesn't matter. Man, I am the most interesting man. Like that guy in the Dos Equis commercials. That's like me. Most interesting man alive.
Yeah,
You couldn't even say interesting.
Then somebody explained to Sean Strickland who Wes is. They said Wes is some roided up, muscle-bound douchebag that yells on his phone all day, made his name from making prison YouTube videos, and he said on video that UFC fighters are pussies and squares that aren't that tough. And Sean said, guys that are into fitness are closeted gays who are too ashamed to jerk off to dudes, so they jerk off to themselves doing squats.
That sounds like, I'm not kidding you. Tell me that doesn't sound like something Owen Benjamin would have tweeted. That does sound like an Owen Benjamin tweet, doesn't it?
Maybe he's writing for Sean Strickland now.
That describes Wes pretty well. And then also a former UFC fighter, Dean Lister, he responded.
Oh, Dean Lister, that guy, that loser.
The Dean Lister?
Too, and said, anyone heard of this guy? Damn, it would be so easy to beat him in less than a minute, unless he had like 4 friends or something.
To be honest,
Such
it would
an
be easy
embarrassment.
for any of you, like, fuck Dean Lister or Sean Strickland. I don't mean that. I don't mean fuck you in that sense. But I'm saying you could go pull some fucking bum out of a fucking regular jiu-jitsu gym who's a fucking blue belt, and he'll kill Wes Watson. We don't even need a UFC or a Bellator guy. Go to Gracie, Tampa, and pull out some cauliflower-eared bum that's nobody's ever heard of. He would have Wes Watson choked out in fucking 40 seconds.
A pretzel on the floor.
Have you ever seen like when two like when somebody fights, like it's a very interesting thing to watch when somebody has jiu-jitsu training and then you see a bar fight break out and within 2 seconds you go, oh, buddy is outclassed. Oh, buddy is outclassed. Like you see
My
him,
favorite videos.
they start doing certain moves that you go, oh no, oh buddy, you shouldn't have started with that
Once
guy.
you see him take one of these stances,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, fuck me. Here we go.
Or if they shoot for the hip right away,
Yeah.
you're like, uh-oh. If they're trying to immediately do a fucking takedown, you're like, oh no.
Hey, I think that guy in the Flanagan shirt just did a double leg takedown on that guy.
That is one of the worst signs is if you get in a bar fight with somebody and they're trying to get you onto the ground, it's going to end
Also,
very quickly.
have you ever seen UFC fighters in public when they're? I've seen many cases of this where
They
they're
just don't want to be bothered.
But they really give these people like leave me alone, to leave me alone, and when they don't, well, it ends pretty bad.
Well, especially when you make like $250,000 a fight, it's like you have to behave too. And it's like people are always like, oh yeah, I hear one of them fucking 12 UFC guys. And they're going like, please don't. Just please, I've literally got a fight in 3 weeks, and if I get in any kind of trouble, I'm out $250,000, and I have to pay the trainers and all the people I work
I'm
with.
drinking a cranberry and soda because I'm not allowed to have alcohol for a month.
Matter of fact, I'm not allowed to have the cranberry, and if they find out I'm drinking this, I'm going to get yelled
I'm
at.
gonna yell that. So just leave me alone, dude.
Anyone heard of this guy? Damn, it would be so easy to beat him in less than a minute, unless he had like 4 friends or something. Such an embarrassment. And then also Gordon Ryan, who's like,
Gordon Ryan, this little guy,
another fucking bum. Another.
If you looked at the rest of Dean's tweet, he made the same point that Mersh made. Look at it was fucking. It said, "Look," he said on his point, those Navy SEAL and Marine snipers aren't good because they had to go to school to learn how to shoot.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Tough Guy Army Ranger. You didn't know how to shoot as a baby?
Fucking loser.
You had to learn? Yeah, we all had to learn stuff.
You had to learn how to be a submarine fucking captain? Ooh, wow.
I came out of my mom's pussy knowing how to drive. What?
I could fucking drive a stick when I was 3.
I did a fucking 3-point turn out of my mom's pussy.
Go fuck yourself, dude.
Yes, that's
easy to beat him in less than a minute, unless he had like 4 friends or something. Such an embarrassment. And then also Gordon Ryan, who's like one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners
in the fucking world.
The world. He responded and said, "Imagine living in this delusion. The people you're talking about could make sweet love to you, and you couldn't do a thing about it. Also, you want to see real violent people, people
really
who know and are good at high-end violence. Make friends with vets, not I see red bro cons." Yeah, so Wes
I
was just
see
getting
red, bro. Is that's really funny.
humiliated by these people as expected. You know, they're all bragging about how they could end him in a minute or R-word him in a minute, which probably just sounds like a good time to him. And I think that's probably why he's secretly looking
That is
forward to going back to
honestly
jail.
the funny to me to this day. The funniest thing as a man that you can threaten another man with is rape.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's just always funny to me. Like, I will literally hold you down and fucking rape you in this Publix in front of everybody. And it always makes me laugh because the confidence that goes into that. It's one thing to hit a guy and knock him out. It's another thing to rape a man in front of an audience. Like, that takes overwhelming amounts of power.
And dedication.
There's just something about the thought of a grown man flopping underneath,
But
just
not only
fighting.
that, but,
You're
not only
like,
that, but
it's-
also like being turned on. You have to do all that while being turned on.
Yes.
You know, not losing an erection.
I can will my dick to get harder.
Yeah, they're not even gay.
No.
They just want to punish you that badly.
And he acts like he's above internet beef. You know, now all of a sudden he acts like he's just too mature for this kind of stuff. So this man is just so pathetic.
So for every clown that takes it to the internet for fame,
That's you.
You!
because they think you have to have like an internet Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef when I don't know who they are and they try to copy me and shit.
You know who Sean Strickland is?
And they have no following, they've never done anything, and they bought their
Sean Strickland
tattoos.
is actually famous. People actually know his name.
And I don't know who they are and they try to copy me and shit. And they have no following, they've never done anything, and they bought their tattoos at the store.
Where did you buy your tattoos?
What is that?
I'm sorry, where did you get your head tattoo? At a flea market?
Those people are always just trying to get internet fame through top people like me. But what most
I like
people...
how he has like full color tattoos and he's like, I got these in prison.
You know what makes Wes Watson the worst is
Idiot.
that people are making money off of him and he's not getting a cut of it. That's what's hurting him more than anything else.
don't see is that when we were at the gym right now and when we were at Pura Vida right now, at least 7 people came up and said, Wes,
You called me an S slur right to my face.
you changed my fucking life. I
I'm a
absolutely
gay guy now.
love you.
And you know that.
You know, here's you just walk up to him and be like, hey, man, I just want to see you really change my life. Like, knowing like a gay con man can get out of prison and like just
That's
really,
crazy,
make
dude.
their
Thank you
lives
for
wild,
inspiring
dude.
me.
And the fact that you married a trans person to be an ally, like that's
fucking brave.
crazy. Dude.
Not since Jim Norton have I been this impressed.
Me neither. Me neither. Not since Norton's Epics special have I been this impressed.
Jim Norton's Nordic fucking spear chucking wife.
Yeah, no, seriously. Looking like one of the long neck cloning aliens from Star Wars. What are those called? Some nerd in the chat's gonna tell me.
Fucking Pleiadian looking bitch.
Yeah, seriously.
Also, nobody's ever looked cool with a skull tattoo except Bam Bam
Bam
Bigelow.
Bam.
He's the only one allowed.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
everybody
meet-
else.
Good. I'm glad. I was about to attack.
No, he's
Merch.
the only one.
Okay.
He's the only one allowed.
Bam Bam Bigelow's awesome.
And,
Bam
who
Bam
the-
Bigelow fucking.
and when he was alive, what the fuck? Were you gonna say something to
No,
him? No. So,
Bam Bam Bigelow fucking scared the shit out of me.
yeah, when I was a kid, he was one of the ones that scared me.
Nice guy too. Really nice guy.
Hmm.
7 people came up and said, Wes, you changed my fucking life. I absolutely love you.
And you know that story's made up. I mean, this is just getting sad. Like, this guy really wants us to believe that 7 people ran up to him at the gym and told him they love him. Like, that just sounds so ridiculous. But Wes, he just fantasizes all day about stuff like this. You know, he is so desperate for attention. I mean, he wants to be a famous celebrity so badly.
great news.
Like, recently
Sorry,
there's
I was
a
pulling
post
up
on the
next
West.
story. Because you reminded me, and I wanted to check in on our boy. I think that's good for Wes Watson. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do we see here? Let's see when. I just want to see when their last little show was a month ago. Is there trouble in paradise? Trouble in trans paradise?
Hey, great news or bad news if you think I suck. I'm probably coming to a city near you.
Oh, you look terrible. Let's get to the show. Thank you.
I know. I think it goes
Oh my God! It's another trans person
replicating.
venue, but I actually don't know.
Paul Mall.
I'm not sure.
What does Jim Norton call this show? Heaven?
70. Oh, is that a grandma thing?
At least she has a pretty smile.
That is.
Isn't she lovely?
Fucking Chelsea Mandler.
Fucking Ulfric Stormcloak with tits.
Grandma thing? I don't know. Paul Mall, they smoked in World War II.
Like a bizarro world Styx Hexenhammer.
Yes. Or
current
regular
world
Hexagon,
yeah.
Or current world.
Sorry. Paul Malls. Oh my God, that was like the
Oh
cigarette. I
my
used to
God,
get.
are they interviewing another trans?
Are we talking about smoking Paul Mall?
Jim Norton definitely had sex with both of them after this, and it was probably running through a redwood forest with your eyes closed. What?
No, they had sex with him.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
okay. That's
Yeah.
Oh, he was the aloha pig.
Yeah.
That's how I like my Jim Norton's Hawaiian style.
When I was,
Kahlua Norton.
digging up cat.
Because he's getting spit roasted by 2 penises. For those people who don't get the joke.
Yeah. He's got a dick in his mouth
And his
butthole.
asshole.
Yeah.
Like coins to buy a pack.
Why?
Yeah,
Because you
I
could
love
put
that.
pot in it. It's easy to like open and.
I don't think I still they still don't get it. You know when you get
pot.
Yeah, the pot. You don't smoke with the pot?
you know there's like corn holders when the corn's too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that but like 2 trans women.
Jim Norton
and
holders.
Jim Norton.
Jim Norton's the corn. Is Jim Norton the corn?
Is the corn.
Okay.
Jim on the cob.
Jim on the cob.
Oh. Gross.
I tell you, those jokes are corny.
Thanks, Chip.
Libraries, librarians are quitting because guys who don't have anywhere to go to the library and they watch porn.
What?
No, you do. You and homeless
sounds
people.
like
Jim.
most normal people don't do that.
So it's a big problem in libraries now is that all these creeps show up and watch
Yeah, like weird fucking people that do degenerate things. Jim Norton? Really?
Homeless people have cell phones now, dude.
porn on the library Wi-Fi.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so in California, all the libraries they have
Oh my
like
God, seriously? That's so crazy.
So embarrassing.
firewalls and stuff where you couldn't even access these things on the Wi-Fi or whatever. But in Virginia, they have a gorgeous in Norfolk, downtown Norfolk. They have a gorgeous.
Oh no!
There you go. Hey.
God damn it! She's a Hampton Roads trans.
She's one of Virgie's.
God damn it!
He's like,
Where in Norfolk?
She was like, I think she served me down at one of the beer at the restaurants, I think.
Oh God, no!
Library
Where
there,
in-
and that was the first time I ever
She
saw.
doesn't have
like,
a Virginia,
penis
that's for sure.
in public because I turned.
Really?
I was sitting there reading, and some man turned the corner, and it was all out there.
You're a man turning the corner.
Yeah, that does sound like a Norfolk library.
And I was like, oh, is that something that happens?
Did he know, or did he have dementia?
It was no. It was young.
It's wild. Like, you guys have been to Virginia Beach, so like, you know, Virginia Beach is basically little Florida.
Yeah, dude,
The
Virginia
problem
Beach is like
is-
Daytona. It's wild. There's a monster truck show. It was fucking awesome.
Okay, so like right next to Virginia Beach is Norfolk, and Norfolk is like little New Jersey.
Ew.
It is
Yeah, that's
wild
an ew.
how different it is.
No, thank you.
And just
All right.
a creep. Creeper's gonna creep.
Yeah. How old were you?
I think I was 15.
Oh, you were
16.
young.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was-
Did you respond? Did you react?
Yeah, were you still a boy?
Jesus.
Hey, Virgie, astronaut GIF, picture.gif, okay?
No, I was stunned.
That was the
I
first
just
time
know
you
it's
saw.
What? I could say that. Pulls gun behind other astronaut. Hey, that dude has nice legs, though. Must be around.
Ugh. I love how I like how I gotta be careful. How trans women
You got this. I believe in you.
always have to wear these like tight form fitting, like, you know, fashionable looking, like it's just the funniest looking. It's like when somebody puts the carbon fiber wrap on a car.
Those are cool. And then it starts peeling off because they accidentally scratch it against something.
And you're like, oh, that's not real.
They pull by.
I just
They
love-
pull by a bush and it just scratches it all off.
I just love how you have these two Manazons sitting next to
Manazons.
fucking Jim Norton looking like fucking Neo when he emerges from that Matrix pod. He just looks gooey.
He does look like he was just a battery 5 minutes ago.
Oh my god, he does. He does. He looks like Norm Macdonald in the Orville.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the first time I saw a penis, but it was the first time I saw one like in public without like. And
What about your own?
First time in the
Morning.
library.
Like, yeah.
I'm 56. I've never seen a dick in a library, so you're way.
Oh, that's because
Right.
that's because your wife buys her books on Amazon.
Oh wow, amazing. Well,
I wonder what happened if you called somebody out for that. Like they're so crazy, people that do that. But if you said, "Sir, your penis,"
But again, I want you to point to. I'm sorry. It is important to me that we live in a reality where the man sitting here with these people is calling other people crazy.
Yeah.
Other people, these fucking weirdo degenerates at the library. Come on, Jimothy.
and their space
You were gonna
with
say my
me,
presence.
and like, yeah, my presence. Like, no, seriously, but like knowing me and getting to know me, and I think everybody should feel this way. This is not me like being egotistical or being on a high horse. I think everybody should like recognize their uniqueness and greatness and like offer that to people willingly and freely.
Yeah,
That dude has great hair.
What is?
Go ahead.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. Are those Newports?
Yeah, they're trash. Yes, those are Newports. I can tell you.
Hey, can you tell? Okay. Yeah, those
Yeah, I can tell. I used to smoke Newports. I am also trash.
All right.
Is that your kind of
Smoking
gal?
ports. No.
He prefers
Too shouldery.
Yeah.
Good way to look at it.
He likes his trans women to have smoke parliaments.
Yeah, P-Funk.
Do you feel like you're dealing with a lot of like chasers who will never?
You feel like you're dealing with a lot of.
Hey, let this beautiful lady talk.
Hey.
Come out of the
Hey, dude, leave the lady alone.
Leave her alone, all right? She's
Pause
not
it.
interested.
Neither am I.
And would love to hide you, but still fuck you aggressively and
Yeah.
love you sexually.
Whoa,
but
This guy used to be on one of the biggest radio shows in the world.
And the other one's Jim Norton.
And the other one's Jim. Yeah.
Jim Norton also used to tell jokes on stage about like sucking his friend's dick. So I mean, are we shocked here?
No. Look, it's not a matter of being shocked. It's a matter of I always thought like, yeah, Norton.
It was a bit?
No, not a bit. I knew for a fact that Norton was into like trans chicks. Like he was like he did get caught like doing all that stuff and all that shit. But he's told stories about like cops telling him to leave while he was trolling for like trans girls. So I've always thought that, but I've always thought it was like one of his like deviant sexual fantasy things because outside of this, he's always dated like other female I know some comics he's dated like other female comics and stuff. So I always thought he was gonna like still settle down with a chick, still kind of be a fucking weird. Like he dated Chelsea Peretti for a while.
Yeah.
Too.
yeah, now he's making butt babies in a Nordic.
Butt babies. That's such a child. I love butt babies. It's such a childish thing to say to somebody.
And Irish Serpent goes, is Jim Norton also into regular dudes? No, that's the thing. He was always just trans. He's into that.
Hell yeah. Strong Aryan man, Nordic queen. Let's bring Hyperborea back, baby. For the race.
She looks like a fucking new God of War villain. I am not messing with one of these fucking...
She looks like Kratos in a wig.
Yeah. Those fucking, trans Valkyries or whatever.
Except it's Jim Norton being like, boy, come here, boy.
I don't want to see that quick action scene. Oh, my God. Press X, then circle to suck the girl's dick. Guys, thank you for listening. We'll end with that. I think that's good.
Oh, shit.
Nightwave.
Nightwave tonight at 10 p.m. Be there or be a homo.
Pessy's going to be next to be rating himself here in a second. And tomorrow, make sure you're there by going to revengeofthesist.locals.com or patreon.com/Sorry, just look at the description of the video. Easy to sign up either way. $7 a month. You get every Wednesday show. You get every Friday shows. You get our movie risk. You get everything.
Anything you could ever want and more.
To a limit. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. If you got money. Bye. It's just that poor people disgust me,